into today's toast, y'all. I just wanted to show y'all something. So it goes with today's topic. But I just wanted to show y'all these three awards that I am so proud of, y'all. So I'm going to show y'all the awards and then I'm going to show you how it ties in today. So this year alone, these three major awards were given to me. This one is the Houston Business Journal. I have been honored as Most Admired CEO here in Houston by the Houston Business Journal. That's one, okay? The second one is the SBA, the Small Business Administration by the government has given me the 2023 Women Business Owner of the Year Award, okay? And then this big boy, oh my gosh. So this huge one, this is awarded to me by, oh my God, this thing is heavy, y'all. This is the E10 Award, the Emerging 10 Award by the Houston Minority Supplier Development Council. And this one's heavy, so I gotta put it down. All right. So before I do anything else, I want to celebrate, and I'm gonna go right into today's topic of showing up for your damn self, which is going to tie into resiliency. But in order to do that, y'all, I get to do something special. We're drinking Moet today, all right? So this is actually my gift that I got for my award. It says, congratulations on being named the 2023 Most Admired CEO. Your exceptional leadership and unwavering dedication has propelled your organization to great heights and positively enhanced Houston. So we're raising a glass to you and your remarkable achievements. So I really and truly hope that y'all have y'all's wine today. So I'm gonna pop this bottle on camera because y'all, I want to talk about this year, this economy, this business. I'm early. I know a lot of y'all are probably like, wait a minute, we normally do 6 o'clock. I'm early because I am flying out at 4 a.m. To go to a conference in Vegas, and I still got to pack. So I wanted to pop this bottle and celebrate with y'all, and then I'm gonna talk to y'all a little bit about resiliency. So I hope y'all are with me. And one thing that I did want to point out, y'all, I've been doing wine and wellness for what, 4 years at this point? Three years. I started right before COVID. So 3 years. I did take a small break. But the reason that I don't do like camera crews or anything, like I'm just me, right? And so I'm going to talk to y'all a little bit about resiliency and some of the stuff that I've been going through as a business owner so that you guys understand that everything always like looks easy for people, but that is not the reality. All right. So first and foremost, thank y'all for joining me. All right. Celebrating life and enjoying these achievements. So I'm drinking this Moet today, y'all. All right. So I hope that y'all have your glass of wine. So cheers with me, okay? Because if you listening today, you are alive, you in your right mind, and y'all about to make some things happen, all right? Okay, so I know that right now, the economy, like between COVID and between the economy, you know, people's spending has changed and that a lot of people are discouraged. Some of y'all are nervous about starting businesses. Some of y'all thinking about closing your businesses. Like people are all over the place, right? But I wanted to talk to y'all about the fact that you are still here. Like we are here, right? So at the end of the day, I'm showing you guys, I started off this live showing y'all my achievements because this has actually been one of the hardest years for me in business. Some of you have seen it, some of you have not, but I lost 2 of my key members. When I tell you, Miss Yolanda and Nemo have been with me for 3 years, y'all. Those were like my right and my left hand. And just because things look easy, you know, it's hard when you have a team that you've built and you lose certain people to recalibrate your team, recalibrate your operations to make things successful. But the reason that I titled today, and you'll see it on Instagram, the reason I titled it Show Up for Your Damn Self, when you are a business owner, there are going to be times when you're like, what the heck am I doing? I don't want to do this no more. I miss my team. I'm having to walk in the door when I don't feel like there's going to be certain things that happen. And mind you, I walk in this place smiling every single day. Okay, I smile, I'm happy, I greet my clients, I give them the best of what I have, even though I may be struggling, even though my grandmother's sick and I have to be there, even though all these things are happening, clients will never know And you guys, as business owners, need to practice resiliency. I know that at times it's hard because you are uncertain of what you should be doing, what may happen, what should I be changing. But that is life, right? Like when we get used to something, guess what? It's gonna change. Nobody could have predicted that COVID would happen. Nobody could have predicted that, certain downturns would happen, right? But we have to be resilient in order to see the rainbow at the end of the tunnel, right? If you give up on yourself and you give up on your dream every time things get hard, you'll never have the opportunity to celebrate the things that went right. And so I showed you guys those awards because there are many times, especially now that I'm like, oh my gosh, like I feel like I'm not doing a great job, or I could be doing this better, I should be doing this better. And at the same time that I'm beating myself up for the things that I feel like I need to change, the city of Houston, Houston Business Journal, and so many others are out there saying, you are doing an amazing job. So what I'm saying to each and every one of you that is listening right now, you are doing an amazing job. Even when you don't feel like you're doing an amazing job, or you feel like you could be doing better, or you should be doing better, or I should have said this instead of saying that, you're doing an amazing job. Every day that you get out there and try, you improve on your operations, you improve on your marketing, you improve on whatever it is that you are doing, you try something new, you take a chance with yourself, you take a chance with others, you're doing what you're supposed to do. Like life is really and truly about resiliency, y'all. We can't get comfortable. You cannot be content. You got to keep pushing forward. So there's a couple things that I wanted to talk to you guys about and give y'all a couple tips when it comes to being resilient in tough times or in uncertain times. Because I will tell you, I know plenty of people right now who are struggling because they have so much business. Let me say this. They have so much business that they don't have time to hire, and their operations are struggling because they just have so many people coming in. They making money, but they're struggling with operations, right? And then I know people who are struggling to get people in the door right now. So at the end of the day, there's people out here making money, and you should be one of them, okay? So a couple of things I want to talk to you guys about as far as staying resilient. The first, you'll need to lean in on your strengths, right? Focus in on your strengths. What is it that you are good at? And then know and understand what you are not good at so you can get help with those things. But what is it that you love about your business, right? Make a list of strengths that are good, and then make a list of your weaknesses. Look, one of mine, like I'm great at numbers, I'm an engineer, right? But that doesn't mean that I know how to balance or produce check and balance sheets, balance statements, profit and loss. I had to have an accountant for that. I literally, my first 3 months in business, I was like, let me get an accountant, somebody to help me set up QuickBooks, because I am good at calculating things. I'm not good at finances. And if I want to grow this business to 6 figures, 7 figures, whatever, I need somebody to help me make sure that my numbers are right. But at the same time, when I was building my business, I loved facials and I love teaching. So those are the things that I lean into. How many of you guys are out there trying to lean into your weaknesses because you're like, well, I don't want somebody else to come in and look at my numbers. I don't want somebody else to tell me that I'm doing something wrong. So even though I'm not good at accounting, I'm just going to keep doing the accounting. Don't do that. Because what happens is you wind up spinning your wheels or making mistakes. Focus on your strengths. Focus on the things that you love, because if those are the things that you love, your offerings are going to be so much better. Your client feels it when you're excited to give them a facial, but you're not excited to give them body sculpting. Or you're excited to give a body sculpting, but you're not really loving that massage anymore. Your clients feel it, and those are the things that either fuel them to continue coming back or fuel them to find somebody else, okay? Another thing, when you are facing uncertain times, you need to set realistic goals for yourself. Stop looking at what other people are doing and saying, oh, I should be making this, I should be doing that, I should be making these moves because this girl on Instagram is doing it. No, set realistic goals for yourself based on the situation that you are in. If I'm making $10,000 a month, My goal cannot be to make $100,000 the next month. That doesn't make any sense. That's not giving me time to ramp up. It's just not making any sense, right? So set realistic goals for yourself so that you don't overwhelm yourself and that you don't try to take on too much too soon, because a lot of us do that. We're like, oh, I gotta hurry up and do this. I gotta hurry up and do that. Oh, the girl down the street got this new machine, so I need to have that machine too. Why? Why do you need that? If you are really good at that one machine, maybe you go up on your prices for that one, and that's the only machine that you need. Why are you trying to take on too much and stress yourself out even further? So stop doing that. Set realistic goals for yourself. Another thing, when times are uncertain, you guys, you have got to be flexible, okay? Things are not going to always go according to plan. You have to be prepared to, at times, change your plan. I tell this story all the time, but I may not tell it enough on live. When COVID shut everything down, I couldn't have people coming into my spa. I couldn't have 10 and 15 students teaching classes. I couldn't do all those things. But I had a skincare product that was doing well. So I leaned into my skincare product, and that is what kept this business going when I couldn't do services. I had to be flexible. I had to use what I had in the warehouse. I didn't make hand sanitizer, but I had all the alcohols I needed. I had all the natural ingredients I needed. I had the scents that I needed. Baby, I started making hand sanitizer overnight. And that was something that saved my business. But a lot of times people get into the, well, I'm supposed to just be doing body sculpting, and if I can't do body sculpting today because they just shut me down, I can't do anything. No. What natural talents do you have? What other machines do you have? What other ways can you move around in order to keep your business going and thriving even in times of uncertainty? Okay, so make sure that you are flexible. And then this one is a really big one, y'all. Stop being afraid to ask for help. Now, here's my thing. You can't ask everybody for help. There are going to be some people out there who are going to shut you down. There's going to be some people out there that will probably make you feel worse for asking help. A lot of times, y'all, you know who those people are before you ask. So you cannot be surprised by that person's response if you know that person. And if you don't know them, you have to be open to, expecting whatever happens. If I'm going to a stranger and asking them for help, I have no idea. That person may cuss me out, or that person may welcome me with open arms. When I was looking for mentors, I told this story last week. When I was looking for mentors, one of the things that I did was I went to Essence one year, met this amazing lady, and I asked her, I said, hey, she was in skincare industry. I'm in the skincare industry. I asked her if she would mentor me, and she said, I suggest you get somebody who is not in your industry. Okay, thank you, ma'am. That means you ain't the right person, and I'm gonna keep moving, right? But I didn't know her. Some people look at the world and they see everybody as competition. Then I went to somebody like Lisa Price from Carol's Daughter, and she welcomed me with open arms. You don't know how people are going to respond, but if you're so afraid to ask, you'll never know. You may have an amazing opportunity waiting for you, or somebody that's crossing your path that would love to help you, but you're not asking for help, so they're not going to volunteer it. So when things are uncertain, there is nothing wrong with asking people for help. I know how to respectfully say, you know what, I would love to do that, but I really can't right now. Here's somebody else that I think would be able to help you with that. Or, like I said, you might get the person that slaps your hand. Pretty much is like, yeah, I suggest you get, okay, ma'am, well, thank you very much. You're not the right person for me. I'm going to move on. But guess what? I'm going to show up every day for me, and I'm going to ask for help. If you're the person to help me, you're going to help me. If not, I'm going to keep it moving. Do not be so afraid of another person's opinion or what their response may be that you don't even ask for help. Y'all gotta stop doing that. Okay, couple other things that you need to do during tough times. Focus on your team. And let me say this, I spend a lot of my time being the only team member, right? I spend a lot of my time being the only team member. So if I'm the only team member, then that means I gotta focus on me. Okay, I gotta make sure that I'm okay. If that means I need a mentor, if that means I need a self-care day, whatever it is. If I have to do something to make sure that I'm taken care of, I'm going to do that. And if I have a team, like I do right now, like I have a full team, right? If you do have a team, focus on them because they are going to be your most important assets. When times are uncertain, you want to make sure that those people feel supported. You want to invest in them. If things are slow, how can we, pump things up? Ask them their opinions because what I have found is that a lot of times your team members have great ideas. Sorry, y'all. I don't know what this number is. Okay, a lot of times your team has great ideas on ways to help you, ways to pump things up, but you don't ask. Camera on do not disturb. But anyway, sometimes you're missing the opportunity to get their creativity because you don't ask. So focus on what's going right during those uncertain times. And like I was saying before, I said take care of your team, but another thing is to take care of yourself. Whether you have a team or not, if you fall and you can't take care of yourself and you can't take care of anything, how are you going to continue to push your business forward in tough times? You're not going to have the energy, you're not going to have the bandwidth, and it's going to be so hard to do that. So make sure that you are taking care of yourself and figure out what that means to you because everybody is different. Taking care of myself might be that I take a trip somewhere, or it might be that I just need to read a book, or it might be that I just need to take a day away from the office. I mean, it could be anything. Sometimes it just means I just need to take a couple extra drives around the block, right? Like I ain't ready to go home yet. It could be anything. But you need to make sure that you figure out very early in your entrepreneurial journey what you need to do to keep yourself going because there are going to be many a times when you ain't gonna want to move and go into your office. You're not gonna want to take care of people. You're not gonna want to answer the phones. You got to make sure that you're doing what you're doing to take care of yourself. And then the last one, y'all, I find that in life, the more that I give, ultimately, is the more that I get. When times are uncertain, you need to take time to give back. Give to the community. I'll tell you what, you might feel like things are hard, but the moment that you go out there and you start volunteering and you see people who don't have food to eat, people whose children do not have clothes, okay? When you start seeing those things, believe me, you are a lot more grateful for the situation that you are in. So I always say just give back. In times when things are uncertain and things are hard, lean into giving back to others. Because ultimately that is showing up for yourself. The more that you give, you have no idea what doors are gonna open for you, but you need to freely give. Don't give with limitations like, oh, I'm gonna help this person with their business, but really I'm not. I'm just gonna tell her a little bit and this and that. Then don't do it. If you're not really gonna mentor somebody, then don't mentor. If you would rather volunteer at a soup kitchen and that's your way of giving back, then do that. But don't say that you're gonna do something and then just half do it looking for the next opportunity because you're not gonna be blessed that way and it will not work. Okay? So at the end of the day, know that you are not alone. Everybody is in this thing trying to figure out what their entrepreneurial journey is going to be like, where they're going, what success looks like for them. Because success and what it looks like for me might be something completely different from what it looks like for you. So you need to figure that out pretty early as well. How do you take care of yourself? And then what is your definition of success? Because it can be completely different. And the way that you operate in life is going to change based on that trajectory. If success to you is just getting money, you're gonna move in such a way where all you're trying to do is get money. Whereas to me, success is one of my students being successful. That means more to me than, making $100, right? So you have to define what that means to you. At the end of the day, y'all, I just wanted to come on here and tell y'all that you have to be resilient and you have to show up for yourself. You cannot expect others to always show up for you. You can't expect others to show up for you anytime because you don't know when it's going to happen, when it's not. There are going to be many times in your entrepreneurial journey that life is going to be uncertain, and you just got to keep going, keep moving. Like I said, this year has been so hard because it was such an unexpected loss to lose key team members. But guess what? I showed up for myself. I continue to show up for myself. And you guys are going to have to do the same. So that's what I have for y'all today. In addition to that, y'all, we've been posting and posting and posting on our pages, but just keep in mind that the summit giveaway has officially started. If you buy a general admission ticket, anytime between now and the 14th, you get entered into the giveaway that we are going to announce on the 15th. We're doing 2 VIP upgrades. So y'all go ahead and get your tickets. The link is in the bio. Hope to see you guys at the summit this year. We're super excited. Still got a little time, and VIP is actually starting to fill up. So if you know that you want to do VIP, now is the time to start getting those tickets as well. That's what I had for y'all today. Show up for your damn self, even when nobody else is showing up for you. I hope that y'all got something out of this. I will definitely see you guys next Wednesday. Y'all have an amazing and wonderful evening. And once again, cheers to you guys for making it through hump day. And like Lil Jon and Trick Daddy said, let's go, y'all. Let's